The cost between Burj Khalifa and GTA 6. Kinda crazy considering manual labor and materials costs versus an air-conditioned studio and PC. The most comments are, using migrant slave labor really keeps those costs down. Rockstar should try it for their next game. That's what I mean, the company wouldn't get any work done as they need big fish. And the big fishes aren't that dumb. Where are they pulling the numbers from? Yep, especially the 13 year. Maybe a few people were tossing around the idea, but 13, 14, 15 were all making V for PS4, XB, PC. A few more years of realmly making sure online kept rolling in money. Even 8 years is BSRDR2 released 7 years ago. It's not crazy to think they've been working on GTA 6 since then, no. Probably a bit earlier, depends on when you start counting. And you're at 8 years, and after 2018 it wasn't full development, just early development. And they only started full development at most a couple years ago when they pulled most of the dev team out of GTA Online. At least from what I thought I read from Rockstar after hearing of their recent announcement. Pre-dev can get kicked around for years. It depends when actual development began, which I would guess late 2010s. The estimated after 2 billion is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Plus, Rockstar didn't go full-time production on GTA 6 until after Red Dead Redemption 2 was released in 2018. It's from an unverified post that got picked up by media and now everyone thinks it's true. Even in that post they mentioned the 2 billion is for GTA VI development and the next 10 YRs of updates for the online version. They actually sold it back when UAE and Dubai's economy was really bad to Qatar. Lol, just looked into it. By looked into it, I mean looked on Google and Wikipedia. Didn't see any reference to Qatar. The building is owned by Amar Properties, an Emirati company. GTA 5 has sold about 210 million copies so far. Now, given how many people will have watched it on Twitch, YouTube, in addition to actually playing it, I think it's reasonable to say GTA 5 has already been enjoyed in some capacity by around a billion people. But yeah, billions is a vast overestimation. Even if GTA 6 is the last in the series and remains evergreen for the next 2 decades, 5 billion people in the world have access to the internet. I don't think 1 in 5 people using the internet have enjoyed GTA. I can't name anyone in my family circle who has ever played it except my nephew. Oh, I know, but they at least get paid something and can quit if they want. Danger of death is also probably lower at the game developers. I've also never heard of a video game company confiscating employee passports. So there's that too. Most of that 5.5 bill struggle to have basic necessities. Buying new game is not even in top 50 things they would have bought. Not even saying that most of them access internet through smartphone or some old computer that absolutely couldn't run GTA. Maybe 1 billion people could afford to buy GTA, and even that may be stretch. Half of them probably don't even play games. Many of those who do end up borrowing single-player games, so I doubt total addressable market is larger than 500 mil. So maybe half of people who could afford it do play games and have an PC or console that could run it. Did buy it. Billion for a video game? Please explain how on Glassdoor people posted a lot of salaries for different positions. Google says that they have 2,000 plus employees. So if you go with 100k on average, somebody is a janitor, but somebody is CEO. You get 1.6 B in salary in last 8 years. Then you have marketing, voice actors, writers, equipment, and other BS that contribute to that amount. It is stretch to say they spent 2 B on this game because a lot of devs and other people didn't even touch GTA 6 because they work on something else. There is no way somebody can say exactly how much, but it is somewhere between 500 million and 1.5 B for sure, which is nothing because GTA 5 alone made 8 B and this one will make even more. The higher the salary position, the more likely they are being offered pay in forms like stocks or bonuses for meeting release milestone. I think a better comparison would be the Avengers Endgame and Infinity War movies. Both were made back to back and are sometimes counted as one production, each movie costing 300 pound 400 million, so about 800 blanless for GTA 6. Bullshit. Those devs were working on other stuff as well, not just GTA. This is why it took 13 years. Also, in order to make a game, you need to decide the hardware first. So the actual game was started after RDR on the current hardware. The 2 billion has no credible source whatsoever and is almost certainly completely false. I wish people would stop constantly repeating it since it's literally based on a complete guess by someone who doesn't know any better. I estimate GTA 6 will cost 6 trillion. I'm sorry. There's no way the actual costs of GTA 6 are 2 billion. Spider-Man 2 from Insomnia is one of the most expensive games to be produced, and we know it's 300 million. Concord was rumored to be 400 million. Rockstar has several studios spread across the world which all work on their large title. Not only that, but you have to pay every worker a living Western-worthy salary, unlike Dubai does, and actors, which are notoriously expensive per hour. Even if it was true, manual labor is way cheaper than game devs were. Of course, there were probably plenty of engineers employed on the building site also design the building. However, I think designing a huge open-world game might require a bit more work than designing even a large residential build. I mean, we already have very reliable technology designing perfectly working safe builders. IDK if we can. Say this about game dev. Most of released games these days are unstable. It would be completely unacceptable with builders. However, IMO game dev is really harder. Come on, it's Rockstar. If they can't make this quicker, cheaper, and better, then maybe this whole industry is not there yet. Maybe game dev is just this hard, slow, and expensive BTW. I sometimes read the credits at the end of finished games. There are lists of all the people involved in the title production. Those lists are huge. I can't even imagine the logistics for such a large production. My prediction is that AI will change it all soon. Of course, we're not there yet. We're probably not even close this year, but I highly doubt that it would take more than 10 years. Thousands of game dev specialists will just be replaced with AI. All it takes is just to teach AI how to do those specific jobs. AI can generate many kinds of images. AI will easily learn to design 3D maps and objects. It will learn to design game mechanics and interaction. It will learn level design. It doesn't have to learn to write stories and build game characters. This skill AI already perfected. AI is also quite good at coding. Not as good as good human coders, but it's getting better and better practically each month. Even if it doesn't replace human programmers, it will make their job a lot easier, faster, and, as a consequence, cheaper. So, when AI will go full on into the game debt, we'll have way cheaper and way better games, and we won't have to wait so many years for them. Wait, the Burj only cost 1.5 billion. A terminal remodel to an existing airport here in the US can cost 5 billion, meaning the only way the Burj cost so little was exploited or slave labor, which seems unlikely in Dubai. I just asked ChatGPT to estimate the payback period for 10-15 years for the Burj and between 6 to 12 months for GTA 6. In the grand scheme of things, more people will be able to enjoy GTA 6 for years to come and at the comfort of their own homes. The Burj Khalifa, well, it might be worth for a visit on a trip to Dubai, but other than that, what else is there to do in it anyway? Honestly asking. It's not like you're going to visit it over and over and over for the years to come. It's like a one and done thing when you're in the UAE. For 8 years seems like a made up number. GTA 5 was developed 12 years ago, and then Red Dead 2 was released 7 years ago, and then shitload of resources went into online and porting that game to other platforms. The years ago, maybe there was a pitch and an incredibly early concept sketch made that were probably scratched and reiterated anyway. You load 16 ton, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt, St. Peter. Don't you call me, because I can't go, I owe my soul to the company store.